Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it is your first time here. Hello, my name is Steff. I would love to have you as a subscriber, so be sure to click on that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy watching. Today I'm really excited because I'm going to be trying out the new Berlin 89 collection from Lethal Cosmetics. I picked up the eyeshadow palette and I also picked up the 4 cream gel liners that were released alongside this collection. Now there were a couple other items released. I believe they were like liquid eyeshadows. I didn't pick those up. I want to say there was 2 different shades. I just went for the eyeliner bundle and of course the eyeshadow palette. I ordered straight from the Lethal Cosmetics website, but this is available for purchase right now on the Camera Ready Cosmetics website, which ships from the US. Lethal Cosmetics is a German-based indie brand, and of course that is where the palette shipped from. I think that's where the palette shipped from. And actually it made really good time. I did pay for the expedited shipping. I want to say that was like a $10 upcharge, and it arrived in less than a week. So not bad, and especially because it was FedEx. I've been having a lot of trouble with FedEx lately, but they did really well, delivered it this afternoon, and I had to jump on here and show you guys the palette, the collection. I will be creating 2 different looks with this palette, and I will also insert swatches of all of the products that I bought. Now this eyeshadow palette is really special because it contains what I think is their very first multi-chrome shade, and that multi-chrome shade is going to be this one right here. So it looks like pink, right? It looks pinkish reddish on camera, but when I look at it and I shift it like this, I think you can see it kind of turns to green, right? I'm excited. I have not swatched this palette yet, but there's a mixture of matte and shimmer, and of course that one multi-chrome shade there in the center. I like the Lethal Cosmetics formula. This is the second eyeshadow palette that I pick up from them, and this is a cute little size. Like, this is my hand, and then this is how big the eyeshadow palette is. You do get a mirror over here on this side. Now, in looking at the write-up that it has on the Camera Ready Cosmetics website, obviously the palette is inspired by the fall of the Berlin Wall. It says this palette captures the essence of Berlin in the late 80s and 90s, the colorful, the gray, the beautiful, and the ugly. It's an homage to our hometown, featuring 12 brand new shades in their tried and true magnetic formula, including breakthrough first ever pressed multi-chromes. It also says that the shadows are not going to crease, they're not going to fade, and they're going to last all day long. It also gives you different application tips, like for the mattes and metallics. You are getting 12 shades in this palette, and it says it's good for 24 months after opening. It is cruelty-free as well as vegan. And the palette retails for $37. Again, it is in stock right now on the Camera Ready Cosmetics website. I also picked up the 4 cream gel liners that were released in this collection. I have several of the Lethal Cosmetics cream gel liners. They all come with this little cover that you do want to keep. These liners are amazing. They work in the waterline. They stay put all day long. They are like no other. Here's another shade. So this green shade that I showed you, this one was Signal. This shade right here, this one is called Input. This one is called Decibel. And this last one is called Vinyl. Now you can buy this bundle right now on the Lethal Cosmetics website, and it retails for $55.80. You can purchase them individually, and I want to say they retail for about 15 bucks a piece. All right guys, I'm really excited to dive into this Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 89 collection. If you guys want to see the 2 looks I'm gonna create, keep on watching. To prime my eyelids, I just went in with some concealer and I did not set it. So let's dive into the Berlin 89 palette. We're definitely going to use the multi-chrome. I mean, we have to. So I like the color story. It's definitely a grungy color story. It's a really pretty fall palette if you want to look at it that way, because definitely all of these tones, I mean, I'm definitely getting fall vibes, and I don't think some of the shades come across how they really look in person versus how they look on camera, because I'm looking in the monitor over here, and to me some of the shades just look a little bit different. So I'm really excited for this shade. So I think I want to start with this one first. The shade is called Republic, and I'm taking the shade Republic on a Rephr 01. I'm just going to be focusing it up here in the crease, the transition area, kind of packing and blending. Do not forget, guys, about the Rephr sale. It ends on October 31st on Halloween Day. Right now, the entire site is 20% off, but they do have 3 brush sets available at a really nice discounted price. You do get a free little makeup organizer with the makeup brush set purchase. So that's definitely something you want to check out. I'll have all the details probably in a pinned comment, and of course I'll have it linked. It will be an affiliate link. So I thank you so much if you do end up shopping through my link. It really does, it helps me out a lot. I appreciate all of you who have shopped through my link. Oh my goodness, guys. You all are so awesome. I really hope that those of you who have bought the Rephr brushes through my recommendation, I really hope you're enjoying them as much as you obviously see that I enjoy them. Okay, so this shade is beautiful. Beautiful. Everything I thought it would be and a little bit more. And all I'm really doing is just kind of placing it and very lightly blending it on the edge. But I mean, this shade is doing the work for me. Wow. I mean, I love a shade like this, especially this time of year. All right, now using that same Rephr 01, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here called Berlin. And I'm gonna focus that out here. I'm also gonna be working it in the crease, but below where I applied the first shade. What was that shade called? Republic. Gonna place it right here in that inner corner as well. I just turned down my ring light a little bit. I realized I hadn't done that. So hopefully the shades look a little bit more true to shade, true to the color they are. But yeah, these are blending great. Like no issues. I mean, I'm barely having to blend. Like they just melt into each other perfectly. Now I'm gonna go in with a Rephr 14. This is a new one. This is one of the ones I bought in the last sale. And I think I'm gonna go in with a purple shade right here. This one is called Checkpoint. And I'm gonna be focusing that on the outer corner. I need to break this little brush in. Nice. Really, really pretty. I don't want this shade to get away from me, as I'm just really being precise with my application, as precise as I can. I'm just like stamping and then lightly blending. I cannot wait to dive into this multi-chrome. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up that multi-chrome shade on this Morphe M124. I did not spray it. Let's see what it's gonna do before I spray. Maybe I do need to spray this. What do you guys think? Oh no, I can see the shift now. Let's see. I'm gonna try spraying the brush. So I'm going to pick up the shade first. I'm going to use some of that new Wet n Wild setting spray that I got in the Little Twin Stars collection. And there it is. You can definitely see it better when you spray it. Yeah, I can definitely see, I can see it here. I don't know how well you guys can see it on camera. It's a shame because sometimes I think that the camera, especially like with multi-chromes and stuff, it really doesn't do them justice. Like you almost have to just get it in person. I picked up the Terra Moons Fall Equinox collection. I cannot wait. I'm hoping to have that video up sometime over the weekend. That's a beautiful, beautiful collection. First time ever trying Terra Moons as well. I cannot wait to dive into that. So, okay, nice. I do need to do some blending. So I'm going to pick up some of that orange shade, which was Berlin. And I'm going to focus that right up here to soften this edge. Now I'm going to pick up some more of Checkpoint, which was the purple. Then I'm going to go in with the first shade, which was Republic. All right, now let's work on the lower lash line. I think I want to do a combination of Republic and Checkpoint. So I'm going to start first with Republic. And I'm picking up the shade on a Rephr 12. I do have mascara on. It was left over from work today. I just did brows, mascara, and a little bit of under eye corrector. And that was it. I do wear a mask to work. So sometimes I just don't even bother with the foundation or the bronzer and blush. Just depends on what I have going on. If I know I'm going to be filming like an eye look after work, then yeah, I probably won't do my eye makeup for work that day. I love this color. The shade is just so pretty. Now on a Rephr 03, I'm just picking up some of this shade Checkpoint. Just taking that Rephr 12 brush and just running it along the bottom. Now, same Rephr 03, I'm just cleaning it off, and I'm going to go in with the shade called Transit. And I'm going to spray it. That's pretty. All right, so I like the way this is coming out. So far, so good. I want to start trying out some of these liners though. So I think what I'm going to do for the top lash line, I'm going to go in with this one called Decibel. I'm going to use the Rephr 23 to apply that. These are so creamy. Did a wing, so that way you could really see the shade. This is beautiful. Like this is just gliding on so easily. Now that I'm looking at myself up close in the mirror, I can really see the multi-chrome effect. It just doesn't translate that well on camera, at least not on my camera, not on my setup. But I know if you've seen other creators use this, you've probably maybe seen the multi-chrome look a little better, but I mean, in person, it looks great. Now for the lower waterline, I'm gonna go in with this shade right here. This shade is called Input, and I'm gonna take it on this really tiny little BK Beauty. This is a 208. These do not burn or sting or irritate my eye at all. I do have several different shades. I think you guys have seen me use them a time or two on my channel, and I love them. If ever you have a like cream gel liner and it gets a little bit dry on you, just put a little bit of facial oil, like a drop, and just start mixing it up. I do that with the ABH brow, what is it, the brow pomade, the brow dip or whatever. I do it with that as well, and it works fine. All right, so I already have mascara on. So I guess this is the finished look. What do you guys think? I like it. I like the way, like, everything was just so effortless. The liner, the shadows, I mean, the mattes are incredible. The mattes are really, really incredible. I guess I'll add a little bit more mascara. And the mascara that I'm wearing is the new one from Rare Beauty. I've been wearing that all week and I bought the mini size. I'm definitely going to be picking up the full size during the Sephora sale. But I don't have it here with me. It's in my purse. So let me just add, I'm going to add a little bit of the Flower Beauty. This is the Warrior Princess mascara, just to kind of zhuzh this up a little bit, since I've had this mascara on all day. No flaking either, no smearing, just long, voluminous lashes. Okay guys, so this is the first look using the Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 89 palette. What do you guys think? Love it, effortless. Let's jump over to the left eye and start creating look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, I think I want to do something maybe a little bit more cool toned. So I think I'm going to incorporate the gray and the blue, maybe even the black. It is a very warm leaning palette, but those seem to be the cooler shades of the bunch. So what I want to do first, I think I'm going to pack the shade on in the crease. Let me start there, and then I have a feeling I'm just going to place the blue shade all over the lid. So let me start with this gray shade. The shade is called Prefab, and I'm taking it on a Rephr 15. Now there is some kick up in the pan, just letting you guys know. Okay, so I like this shade of gray, really pretty, nice neutral shade. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go in with this shade up here. The shade is called Zone, and I'm gonna start packing that on the lid. Hopefully that's a good idea, we'll find out. And I'm using a BK 203. Well, so far I like this shade, and I don't see any fallout either, and I'm really digging in there. Like, I'm really pressing in the pan just so I can get enough pigment on the brush, and no fallout. That's not bad. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up a little bit more of the gray shade, and I'm just gonna use it to blend. All right, so because I feel like it got away from me up there by the brow bone, I'm just gonna take a little bit of some translucent setting powder, and I'm just gonna lightly blend right up here to kind of just diminish that a bit. I'm just using the Wet n Wild setting powder. Yeah, to kind of just soften it a little bit. Okay, now for the, what shade do we want to do? I think I want to do this shade on the lid. Yeah, let me try, actually, no. Let me go in first with East and West. I'm gonna kind of deepen up the outer corner with it ever so slightly. And where is my Rephr brush? I'm gonna use the Rephr 14. I'm just gonna apply that out here. Really nice smoky eye. Okay, so now I'm gonna pick up some of the shade Transit with my finger. Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna take some of that shade on a damp Morphe M124. That's pretty. Those shades are really pretty together. Kind of just lightly feather it out here. I want the intensity to be closer to the inner corner. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I haven't used the reds or the brown. Some of the blue was getting into the brown. I don't know that I want to. I kind of like, I wanted it to keep it like a cool eye. So I think I'm just gonna go back in with the gray shade with Prefab. And I'm taking that on a BK 204. I like that they included this gray shade, kind of like a grayish taupey shade. Okay, now I'm gonna pick up, I think I'm gonna do, ooh, we have the green liner too. I think I'm gonna do the green on the waterline, but I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Zone. Just kind of run it close to the lash line. Now on a damp Rephr 03, I'm just going back in with that, what is it called? Transit shade that I have on the lid. This has like a purple reflect to it. And I like that. Okay, now let's do some green. The green is called Signal. And I'm gonna use that BK208 brush. That looks really cool. I like that. I like the green with this look. Should we continue it up here? Because the other shade I have is this one. Well, I guess, you know what? Let's just do it. So that way we can use all 4 of the cream gel liners. So I'm going to use the Rephr 23. And I'm going to apply that up here. Well, this is taking it to another place. I think it kind of ties in with the shimmer shade, because it has that reflect. I'll take a closer look in my hand mirror. Who's ready for Halloween? I really want to try and do some Halloween looks for you guys. Very soon, obviously very soon. I want to try and do 4 looks using some of this Wet n Wild makeup and just other palettes, like Halloween palettes that I've gotten this season. I do the wing so that you guys can really see the shade. You don't have to do a wing, but just kind of think it looks a little cool. I think it's raining outside. It was raining earlier when I was getting out of work. It didn't rain the whole way, but it rained in the city I work in, the town I work in. Well, that's okay, we need the rain. All right, so this is definitely a look, a little bit different than what I intended, but I like it. Let me touch up my mascara, and then I will be back to give you guys my final thoughts on this Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 89 collection. All right, guys, so these are the 2 completed looks using the Lethal Cosmetics Berlin 89 collection. What did you guys think? Which look is your favorite, 1 or 2? I like them both. I had a very easy time working with all of the items that I picked up. Let's start with the eyeshadow palette. In the eyeshadow palette, I used 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 out of the 12 shades. They were effortless. These matte shades are wonderful. They're amazing. I didn't get any fallout. I didn't get any fallout with any of the shades, but there's definitely kick up in the pan. But this is definitely a matte heavy palette, which I don't mind. We do get 3 shimmer shades in here, one of them being a multi-chrome, but this one right here also has a bit of a shift to it. I didn't get to use this one. This is a nice gold shade. It would make a really nice lid color, maybe even an inner corner highlight. But I like the variance in tone and shades. This is more of a warm tone palette, but I do like the pops of coolness in the palette. This was one of my favorite shades to work with. This was Republic. I also liked Checkpoint. Just everything was just very simple, very easy to be creative with it. A nice fall palette, especially if you've never tried anything maybe from Lethal Cosmetics. This would be a nice place to start. It's a small palette. It's relatively inexpensive. It's $37. You are getting 12 shades, one of them being a multi-chrome shade, and it's just a cute all-around palette. I would highly recommend, though, checking out at least 1 or 2 of the cream gel liners. Maybe get like a dark brown or a black, and then get a fun pop of color, maybe the green. Of course, I would recommend that, but I have several others now. I think I have about maybe 8 of these now, and I do need a black. I don't have a black, so definitely gonna add black to my cart the next time I place an order from Lethal or from Camera Ready Cosmetics, which if you're here in the US, that's probably your best bet to order from Camera Ready Cosmetics, just because of shipping time and all of that. But these cream gel liners are amazing, and once again, keep the little white cap that's in here, keep it on there and make sure you seal it really tight. But overall, guys, I love the collection. I love the shades, the tones, everything. I like what it represents. It represents a major moment in history, especially for Germany. And I think what they're doing to honor their country is fantastic. This collection is getting 2 thumbs up from me. But now I want to hear from you. What did you guys think of this collection? What did you think of the looks I created? Have you bought anything from Lethal? What are your favorite products? Leave it in the comments down below. And guys, I will have everything that I used both on and off camera linked in the description box of this video. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up purchasing, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. Alright guys, so that wraps up today's video. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated guys, drink your water, cheers, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.